You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
You know, I would say that we're getting really pumped and excited for this matchup, the rematch between Wisconsin and Nebraska. However, Big Ten has undercut themselves. They're trying to get people hyped up by showing the replay of the previous match. They've played the fourth set 2 times in a row now. So, yeah. I'm feeling much better about myself confidence-wise than the Big Ten Network should right now. Welcome everybody to another Stupid Sports Show here on 1069 Click FM. I'm your host, Jim B, and yes, we are back for Big Ten Women's Volleyball. Alright, now here comes the proper introduction as they go over 34 days ago, the match that ended up going to 5 sets and ended on a net foul of all things. Is it going to be Nebraska or will it be Wisconsin? And how many members of the Blood Tribe will Nebraska let in? I'm sorry, Wisconsin. They're playing in Wisconsin, I forgot. In case you didn't know, the neo-Nazi group, the Blood Tribe, marched unimpeded through Madison, Wisconsin last weekend. So, if you happen to notice any odd people on the sidelines who look like they're just awkward and watching everything, they might be security. Just to give you a heads up. And Angie has also been doing her best to interrupt me and take over things whenever possible. So, it's going to be that kind of day, folks. I can already feel it. Honestly, MKI, I don't have any major opinion about the phases of the moon, except when they decide to start bleeding and whispering to us to come and look out the window. All right. It's all W's so far, no Z's on the hand signals, if you know, you know. And she's right here on the armrest, Ishii, trying to insert herself into the conversation like usual. And it looks like Wisconsin is down to number 5 because of their I think it was a couple losses. I know they had one to Penn State and one to Purdue, I think was the other one. But honestly, this still feels like the big marquee matchup, if only for how much these fan bases appear to hate each other. Not sure about Kaylee, but anybody who is here, all your names, thank you very much for being here. I don't know if we'll get as big a crowd a time as last, but well, let's hope that the TV gods end up smiling on us and we're not forced to do that and forcing everybody to keep track of a game through some dipshit on the internet. But then again, when have we known cable operators to not operate on the principles of greed? CL, I don't do this every volleyball game. I just got a lot of requests to do the first Nebraska-Wisconsin matchup, and honestly, that one was so fun that I decided screw it. We'll come back and do the second one. I don't have a team that I root for. I didn't go to a sports school at all, not in any manner of the word. So I don't have a team that I follow. If anything, I'd probably end up supporting Rutgers just because it would confuse and upset people. Yeah. See what people like Cornman, who is an actual Huskers fan, are having to go through in order to watch the game. Uninstalling and reinstalling Fox Sports to get free hours. Meanwhile, I've got my the projector that I had that was supposed to be flashing up all my call sign and title card information has suddenly started dying on me randomly. So, we're having a great day of technical difficulties. I'm amazed, MKI, that you're able to produce scores for games that aren't even technically happening today. I mean, I've never heard of anybody ever scheduling a game on Black Friday, so I don't know. I don't know why they would pretend that there is one. And they're taking their time with this initial lead up to it. All the focus on the players, none of whose names I can remember, but I'm sure that they will be driven into my head just through rote repetition as this game goes on. Oh, damn, you can't watch them live. That's a disappointment, CL. I will try to keep you as up to date and hopefully, as the ref shirt indicates, call it as down the middle as I possibly can. I mean, I think I might have been more upset than anybody at the way that first match ended just because it was so friggin' anticlimactic to end on a net ball, especially for a match point. Whew. Hey, Cornman, quick question. The inflatable mascot dude that's often in the crowd for Husker games, is he a proper golem or is he the spirit of a dead student? Because that shouldn't exist, and I get chills in my body every time I look at it. I noticed that as well, MKI. Montreal, they upset Toronto, who ended up getting booed off of their home field after they lost that game. And they beat the friggin' BC, or were they I'm trying to remember? Oh, they were playing the Bombers. I forgot. They beat the Bombers 28-24 in the Grey Cup, and apparently Green Day had an awesome halftime performance. Actually played 5 songs instead of a stupid medley. That's Little Red. He's another mascot that he's been around for a bit. Okay. So not quite a golem. Maybe one day. Oh my goodness, are we actually getting started? We are! And we start with an out on the serve from Nebraska. Oh wait, sorry. I thought that was Nebraska serving. See what happens? Okay, Nebraska is in the red, Wisconsin's in the white. Wisconsin just served a little bit too far out. And damn, they bump it a little too far and allow the Huskers to slam it down at the net. It's now 2-0. Okay, that's a quick start for the Huskers. Yeah, I figure now we finally got a good setup, good rescue on that end. They're going to have to do a cross court. However, Wisconsin is able to rescue it in the back corner. Gets blocked down at the front. Last touched by the Badgers. Now 3-0 Nebraska. I didn't True North because I was leaking blood from my mouth the entire day and it still hurt to eat. It still does hurt to eat, but the pain is a little more manageable this time. I was able to get through an entire sandwich today. Besides, if our last president's family is any indication, this country doesn't give a shit when lions get killed. Got a good long point going this time. Wisconsin trying to seal things up, but damn, could not get it together to rescue that point. And finally, the Badgers are on the board. Somewhat on the road to recovery. Like I said, barely was able to save that in. Try to fool them with a low bump over the top, stuffed at the net, so Wisconsin will have to set up again. Able to gather themselves from the back half of the court, but cannot get enough of an angle to attack from that side. And damn, Badgers hit it out wide on the far side. Huskers serve. I know. True North, I'm not sure what coffee you've been drinking lately, but I know it can't be legal coffee because right now, you either need to add qualifier right now to that statement or rethink how you define the word best. It has been an awful week for the Lions, mostly for the fact that we let the Bears hang in as long as they did. Giving up 20 points in the first quarter to the Packers isn't much better. But I am not going to declare the Packers the best team in the NFC North just because they managed to get their shit together for a couple of games. All right. We're officially at 5-2. Now 6-2. A little tip that was just out of the reach of a diving Badger player. Serve again for the Huskers. Number 13 is coming up to serve now. Merritt Beeson. Wow. Good job rescuing the serve. But damn, got it just right at the line. Serve goes back to the Badgers now, 6-3. This is an uncharacteristic start from what I remember of that game from Wisconsin. Able to save it on the midcourt. And once again, they pinned him in the back and now have gotten the deficit down to 2. And I, of course, took my water into another room. Fantastic. All right, trying to serve a bullet on the near side. Off the block and out of bounds. Nebraska gets the serve back. Whoa. And a good, fierce kill shot by the front line of the Badgers. Huskers weren't able to do anything to recover on that one. Now 7-5. All right, off the serve, rescued in the midcourt. A deep spike. Able to dump it over again. And damn. Got deflected out off one of the Badgers players, and it's a point for the Huskers now, 8-5. All right. Great amount of noise coming up from the home crowd at the field house. Good rescue. Bunting it back forward. Damn, got a little bit too much of an angle. Could not get it in again. Oh, didn't get over the net either. Damn. Now 8-6. Is MJ Hamill now in to serve for the Badgers? Trying from the far side, cross it to near, but Wisconsin's able to pick it up. And her first swing, I don't think there was a touch, but Wisconsin seems eager to challenge. They were very eager to do that all the time last time. Yep, here comes the card. All right. Let's get our replay going, folks. I can't see any finger movement. If there is, it's at a level that I can't capture from that distance. I don't see any movement. All right, I'll see you in a bit, Logan. Yeah. I don't see any. I can't even see where it might have deflected or even changed the pattern of the spin. Huh. What do we have, folks? Oh, they're taking a while for this review. Oh, that's right. I sat through a portion of another basketball game today before I got distracted. Texas A&M against Florida Atlantic University. It was neck and neck for a while, but Florida Atlantic ended up crawling ahead. I tuned out before the rest of it got finished. Have a gamer, how has your schedule been? Has it been strong, weak? How would you consider your opponent level? Yeah. I was wondering when it was going to happen, MKI. I think a lot of people are also seeing Ron Rivera as a dead man walking in the halls of Washington. The call stands, and they cannot get it. There goes a Wisconsin challenge. Still 9-6. Last point stands. Kinda okay. All right. Serve from Riley. Picked up in the midcourt. Deflected at the net. Spike attempt. Once again, another good rescue from the Badgers. And again on the sideline. And once again, the Badgers are able to get it through, but it goes too far. Again. Whew. Now 10-6. I figured as much. I also don't really hear about the Nebraska Cornhuskers when it comes to college basketball. A couple of gentle touches from both sides, but Nebraska ends up booting it out this time. And now it's Wisconsin's serve. And 10-7 is, a decent lead to have for, first set of, was a revenge game, I think, for Wisconsin. And just, I don't know what the hell happened on that serve, but officially an ace. Damn. Wow, apparently the Badgers didn't have any aces during that last matchup. Huskers were able to keep it in this time. And they run out of hits because they kept throwing it into their own net by accident. Huskers serve, once again, a 3-point lead. 6-0 right now for basketball. Ooh. Fantastic. Damn, all that power, and they could not control it on the rescue. Badgers are back in 2. God, Duquesne, I can't even place where the hell Duquesne is. Where the hell is Duquesne? And we got some nice defense now from the Badgers, stuffing the Huskers and getting the lead back down to 1. All right, they're going to try it again. And the block goes out, and it's a point for the Huskers. Yeah. Duquesne is located in Pittsburgh. Okay, that makes sense. It seemed familiar. Found a complete hole in Nebraska defense there. Get it back to 12-11. I have no clue what the CSUF is, Mr. Gamer. All right, to tie it up now. A little bit off balance on the setup, but they will accept an out of bounds off of a block to get their lead back up to 2. Yeah, but I don't know who CSUF is. I don't know what school that is. I don't know what team that is. Meanwhile, almost scored. Mizzou has scored a touchdown. Good for them. Might as well have something good happen to them this season. And damn, Franklin, wow, refer to it as taking out the trash. You don't either? Oh. That seems like it'll be an exciting matchup. Who are they playing, John Jay? To tie it up. Another block which they're able to recover this time. That block. And it goes into the net despite some great diving saves by the Badgers. Oh, Arkansas. MKI, I admire your dedication to reporting on imaginary games, especially an imaginary pick 6 by the imaginary Jets. Another block at the net. And we have our first timeout as Nebraska is able to hold on to the lead. So far, this is feeling reminiscent, very reminiscent of this first matchup. Very closely contested. Anytime that somebody ends up getting ahead, the other team claws their way back into it. CL, I'm honestly rooting for a good game. I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible, but we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, the Blues have scored and they're still down 6-2. Oh, you did say earlier who they were playing against. Oh, they're playing against Nashville. Ooh. Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of imaginary Dolphins fans out there. Let me take a look over at NHL standings again. Well, the Capitals are now somehow second in the Metropolitan. Can't understand that. Meanwhile, take me over to the Western Conference. Because that's where the Predators are. They're 8-10. Oh, oh, and that. Oh boy, John Jay, that's a problem. Yeah. I know MKI. Pretty much every half-assed hockey clip channel that fancies itself a sports analyst is going over the fact that Edmonton keeps on losing, and even with the firing of their coach, it seems that they are a bit stuck in the mud. A bit long by Nebraska that time. Gives a serve back to the Badgers. 13-15 now. A good tip just over the hands of the jumping blockers. Catches the Badgers completely off guard. Damn. Back to 16-13. Oh, a huge kill shot that Huskers could not control. Badgers back in 2. Ooh. Found her way through many, many sets of hands up at the net there. Hamill now back into serve for the Badgers. They try to serve to the far backside, and Wisconsin shows them how it's done, nailing it in the mid backside in a position that Nebraska just could not contain. Now only behind by 1. It's not imaginary, it's a Madden game. Yep. Honestly, I would wonder if they would just put that on instead and see if anyone could tell the difference. They're able to communicate for it that time, but Nebraska finally has gotten up, and they do another easy lift into the one empty spot near the near side of the front half of the court. Wow. They were prepared for the spike, and it's now a 2-point lead again. Good rescue on that kill shot. Touching the kill, goes out of bounds. Huskers now up by 3 again. And yeah, the Huskers are getting their lead back, but Wisconsin has shown very much so in this first set that they are not giving up. See? All right, good rescue in the back half for off of this serve. Wisconsin is able to control the initial kill. Damn, in the net by Nebraska. Makes it a Wisconsin point and another opportunity to tie things up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They came down like they had cleared it on at the peak of their jump, but they hit the net as they were coming down, couldn't pull back far enough. Damn. And a fantastic block at the front has given the Badgers the lead. No, sorry, tied up. Tied up 18-18. Hey, if there's... This is a good start for the Badgers. Not getting frustrated, and damn, a quick kill by Nebraska to get the serve back. That time they're going back to attack the middle. Will they stay there or will they switch it up again? Nebraska trying from the far side, and unfortunately that one gets deflected out of bounds by Nebraska. We are tied up again. All right. 19-19. Can the Badgers take the lead? Oh, a couple of easy bumps. Back and forth and back and forth. They're trying to set up again, but easy block. Big jump by Murray from the midcourt. Ends up putting Nebraska back up by one. Whew. Wow. Are they trying to do another challenge? Really? Why'd they cut MVS? Quick question, MK, about that Maple Leafs Blackhawks game. Are they playing in Sweden still? Oh, he's trying all the rule books. All the rules he possibly can. All right, we have to wait for another challenge, folks. Oh, this one's getting played in Chicago, so yeah. I only ask MKI because the Leafs went on this huge win streak when they were playing in Sweden for some sort of exhibition that they were doing over there. And yeah, I'm not saying that they should permanently move there, but, you know, can't be ignored. All right, CL, welcome back. All right, now we got a challenge. We could possibly have the 2019 switch from Nebraska to Wisconsin if this will be called a netball. Meanwhile, Nebraska is getting some coaching time. Wisconsin fans are letting us know that they don't know how to read maps. Yeah, CL, it's going to be a very close game, and it was a close game in that first matchup the whole time. And the point goes to the Badgers, who get the game again, get the lead now for the first time in a while. There now is some discontent from the fans. Oh, they were upset because the other coach decided to talk to the official about how much time the Wisconsin coach was taking to talk to the official. Okay. Right on the back line, another ace by Wisconsin. That is their second of the game so far. And we have a timeout by Nebraska. Reminiscent of every time that the Packers called timeouts in the games that they were winning on their way to not getting to the Super Bowl since 2011, 2012. Had to, True North. Had to. Well, not over yet. Absolutely not over yet. And Wisconsin has been fighting back this entire time. I don't expect Nebraska to stop. And also, I still have this. Yeah. Sorry, Angie. Need to move my feet around so I wouldn't get stuck in one position for the next hour. All right, now they're trying to give us the ads for Huskers Gophers in women's volleyball tomorrow night. All right, what you got for us, Badgers? Can we get a definitive first set win? I try to fool them with another tap this time. And net violation on Nebraska again. That is an issue now, apparently. Welcome back, Luke. Missouri has beaten Arkansas 10-0. Wisconsin is 3 points away from winning this first set. However, the Badgers were able to make a great rescue. Nebraska responds by knocking it out of bounds without a single touch. 2 points to a set. Oh, what do you know? We have a challenge coming. I don't know. I can't tell if anybody got their hands through on that. Maybe. Like maybe it's the left hand of the initial. Oh, I wish they had better cameras for this. Or if they do, that they would let us see them. And the point goes away from Wisconsin, gets added back to Nebraska. Meanwhile, the Oilers are beating the Capitals 4-0 because logic is for suckers. Meanwhile, Nashville is now up 7-2. They've gotten pizza and a little bit more on the St. Louis Blues. Serve from Rodriguez. A bit of a low effort. Wildly hit back by Nebraska. And they cannot keep it together. Their defense is not looking very, very solid in this first set. Whew. All right. Good save in the backcourt by Wisconsin. Able to knock it to the midcourt and uncontrolled. We now have our first set point of the match, and it is for the Badgers. Oh, don't tell me we're having another timeout. Yes, we are, because they have taken away the sports ticker and the constant frame of ads that they want to run around everything all the time. Oh yeah, Mr. Gamer. It feels like it's going to be one of those games. Yeah, I did see that, Luke. The Red Wings pulled off another one against the Bruins, and you have the thanks of a grateful hockey nation for doing so. Also, I know this is a petty complaint, but at some point, Fubo updated their UI and how everything is spaced and placed when you're scrolling through it, and it feels awkward and confusing and kind of sucks. So, yeah. Well, apparently Anna Smrek, who's one of the tall trees that Wisconsin has on their front line, usually didn't play in the last 3 games. Set point for the Badgers now. And they hit it right into the net and give it back to the Huskers. Oh yeah, she's playing in this game. She's had a couple of blocks already in the game. I remember her from the highlights. Number 13 now on the serve. Good rescue from the Huskers in the backcourt. They get the kill between the blockers, and Nebraska is back within 2. Still a set point for Wisconsin, mind you, but and now we have another timeout. I'm still trying to think about what I want to do for the rest of the weekend as far as the scheduling goes and whatnot. Oh yeah, I heard about it, Tyler. I heard. I would really hope that they would just take the team and leave the Oakland A's name back in Oakland like the NFL managed to do with the Cleveland Browns, but only just barely. But let me see. First, I'm trying to see if there's any games that would actually catch my attention. Honestly, the only one that's really interesting to me right now as I take a look over the Sunday schedule for the NFL is Jaguars-Texans. I don't know about the rest of you, but Jacksonville tried to head off some competition from a division rival that nobody expected to be a division rival. Yeah. Out of the timeout, noise coming up from the Badgers' house. Beeson is able to put the Badgers into a difficult position on the bumps. Did they get out? Oh, they got it. Wisconsin, with a nice kill on the near side, wins the set. Damn. All right. Are we actually going to have a commercial break now? A proper commercial break? Oh, we are, folks. We are. We're going to take our first pause for the cause as well, and we'll be back with more of Nebraska, Wisconsin women's volleyball here on another stupid sports show. Thanks again for being here.
Blowing up hard drives at ChicagoHouseDJ.com. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drives at Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive. Hard drive, blowing up 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 hard drive in Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive in Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive.
Just like that, we have come back for the madness of Big Ten women's volleyball. Wisconsin took the first set, a very closely contested first set, a score of 25-22. Meanwhile, Oilers are up on the Capitals 5-0 in the second period. Woo-wee! I love the inconsistency of a team trying to rebuild itself, which the Caps are absolutely trying to do. So, as the announcers have informed me, the Badgers are planning to try to get one of the top 4 seeds so they can have home games through the tournament that will be coming up for the postseason. All right. This first point's been going for a while. Great back and forth. And finally, Wisconsin is able to get to the right spot and force an awkward rescue out of bounds. All right. Going cross court, manages to get everybody out of position. An easy kill off the block into the center court. Whew. All right. Easy start. They try to tap over. Nebraska's not buying it, however. Block leads to an easy setup from the back row. Another block from the front. Can't get that net. Can they get it this time? Good rescue by the Huskers in the back. Another good rescue by the Badgers in return. And again by the Huskers. Third big save. And finally goes out of bounds off the block from the Husker front line. A long delayed 2-1 score. Tyler, they are a cheap in-season gimmick to try to drum up interest in the part of the season that nobody cares about anyways. That's my thoughts, and yeah. It's the same thing that they're doing for all these in-season tournaments for a lot of college teams as well. Everyone knows that they're going to have to fight for focus until the NFL season is over. Another very back and forth. Meanwhile, they just send it down the line, and Huskers unable to control that kill shot. 3-1. I'll do my best. I will do my best, CL. Huge serve out of bounds by number 11, I think. Puts the ball back in Husker hands. All right, here's number 8 serving for Nebraska. A little tied up in the back are the Badgers, but they're able to recover after the initial block. They get it through, but allow Nebraska to set up again. And Baton Horse ends up getting the kill shot through the block. That just hits off of number 52 at the front and falls to the ground. More like her arm than her hand. At least the Lakers are 4-0 in the in-season tournament. You know, it's great that they can get the wins and it counts toward their record, but, you know, it is still just a cheap marketing gimmick. And Baton Horst does it again. That is her second kill shot in a row. Whew. Sorry, folks, I was a point behind. The Huskers have taken the lead. Number 8 serving again. Badgers really wanting it. Robinson with a huge kill that could not be handled by the front line. And now is tied once again, and the Badgers hold serve. All right, a little bit awkward off of the initial serve. Number 13 tries to kill. Baden-Horst knocks it over again. And she did it without touching the net, too. Whew. All right, number 13 on the serve, and a big block that the Badgers are able to rescue out of bounds, only able to just knock it over. Unfortunately, Nebraska doesn't provide any thought to making a stronger effort except on that second kill shot, which I think, is that Baden-Horst again? Okay, Baden-Horst again now has the Huskers up 6-4. So, yeah, Allie Baden-Horst is getting it done for the front line of the Huskers right now. Difficult serve, handled well, and it could not clear the net. They ran out of hits, and damn. Tyler, I don't have a plan for streaming tomorrow yet. I might have one by the end of this broadcast, but as of right now, I am clueless. There's another 3-0 run by the Huskers. And damn. Thomas Alara gets the point that time. Let's see where it managed to come through. Oh, yeah. Right into the arm of the front line and straight down. Now 7-5. And another ace in the corner for Wisconsin. They're back within one thanks to that. Let's see, I think that was number 11 for Wisconsin. That was on the serve, and she'll get it again. Good block at the front, ties things up again. They're giving credit to the Crawford on that block, and looks like we're going to have ourselves another timeout as we are tied 7-7 here in the second set. Semi-normal, Luke. If as long as my health or any other parts of my body don't betray me in the meantime, then that will definitely happen. All right. Well, I need to actually look something up real quick. It involves how the last Nebraska Wisconsin women's volleyball game proceeded. There we go. Okay. Yes. I know. You're trying to read all of my information. Okay, so last one, Nebraska won the first set, and then Wisconsin won 2. Then Nebraska had to come back. All right, is number 22 on the serve. Rescued by the Badgers after a hard kill, and a good diving effort by number 8 for Nebraska. end up getting the point off the block by the Badgers. And who is Batenhorst again? And now she goes to the bench. Oh boy. Hey, don't ask Montreal. Good rescue by number 8. However, they are forced to do a simple tap instead of a kill. They do get a block off the kill for another point. That's Murray who will get that point for the Huskers. Yeah, that's another one of the things I do, CL. Weekly music show, just people gathering around to listen to a playlist of music that they help create together. And if you want to get the idea of some of the requests people like to throw in, there's a request thread in the community tab on my channel. Fantastic dive by the Huskers on what looked like an easy tap loss. Once again, another kill on a block gets Nebraska in front 10-7. It's been a set of 3-0 runs on both sides. Bit of a deep serve, but Badgers are able to handle it well. Huskers get it off the block. And damn, no touch that time. I thought they had, but point for the Badgers, and the serve goes back to them. Hamill back to serve now for the Badgers. Deadly silent in the field house until the Huskers start going again. Off the block, they're able to rescue it in the midcourt. And no touch goes wide. Damn, right back to the Huskers for the serve. Whew. All right, who is it on the serve this time? Cannot read, but I think it's a single number. A try for the far corner. Nothing doing. Good rescue on the initial touch, but damn, number 14 is up. Number 14, yep, that's Smrek, who was able to just tap it out of the way of the blockers. That bump by Nebraska, a little bit too close to the net, gave them a perfect opportunity, just right over there. Meanwhile, the Kings are leading the Ducks 4-0 in the second period. Nice kill to the back row by the Huskers that time. Whew. Let's see, that was number 21 for the Huskers getting down that time. We are now at 12-9. Serve from Nebraska, gathered up in the far back court, and a kill from Smrek on the far side of the net. Oh. Another close match. A rough rescue. Off the block, it goes long, and another point for Nebraska. You don't see that very often, where those blocks end up floating untouched to the other side of the court. I couldn't say who that was off of. Camera is focusing on 52 for Wisconsin, so that's whom I'm assuming that had hit that one. 13-10 now. And another kill from number 13 in the midcourt. Franklin apparently now in double digits today. So how do they respond? An awkward bump. And that one's off and out. Didn't even touch anybody on the way. Badgers now only trail by 1. And another soft tap directly into the blockers this time and falls harmlessly. Well, once again, there's nobody there. They're giving the credit to number 5 for Nebraska on that one. All right, number 8 for the Huskers on the serve this time. Having to rescue that second bump from out of bounds, but they get it taken care of. Rescued bump off a player's arm into another player's face and out of bounds. As number 27 who gets the kill on that for the Huskers. Good rescue on the near side. 13 going up for it, but she's going to hit wide. Damn. All right, we are at 15-13 now. As Beeson's first error of the day. We are waiting. Anytime now, Wisconsin. Anytime. Apparently there's a conversation happening between a ref and the scorers. Wow. Gets rescued so they don't have to deal with an ace. And then to get another point off the block to get back within 1. Luke, I believe that Jordan Love can throw 12 more interceptions than touchdowns in the remaining 6 games. I believe it can happen. And I think you should have faith in him too. Back within 1, the set from number 8. And who is it again? Badenhorst back in and getting the kill. Huskers are back to 2-point lead, 16-14. Yeah. Good rescue from down below. Are the Badgers able to float this one back in? And they do it with just a gentle tap at the near side of the net. Damn. Badgers now only down by 1. And that is Thomas Alora. And she manages to do it without touching the net, which is more impressive. Yeah, that does sound like a Madden simulated game with that score, MKI. Gonna try it again, but can't chase it down that time. And service goes back to the Huskers, 17-15. It's either number 2 or number 15. They can't really decide who they want to focus on, so that's who the credit will go to. Yeah. Exactly true, North. The same just as the same Jared Goff who had an awful week this week is the same Jared Goff who was one of the best passers in the NFL since, to pick a random date, the end of their 1-8 losing streak that all the sportscasters like to go back to because they don't remember that different teams from different seasons have different abilities. Meanwhile, the Blues have gotten a power play goal at home. Nice. From 17-16 is served by Hamill, and they get another ace. We are tied again. 8 points away from a... But what is Hamill going to do now? Damn, a great rescue on both sides. And damn, I cannot even be mad about that, even though it was one of the sloppiest plays that we have seen all night on both sides of the net. Yeah. Is it the same reason that the Packers let Aaron Rodgers go, True North? Meanwhile, we get another point from Wisconsin off of a wide effort by Nebraska. Yeah. I have a little tip to make you feel better about your betting situation, Luke. Do it anyway. Meanwhile, we have another timeout as Wisconsin has finally, after playing behind for a good while, decided to take the lead. I know there's no chance of me getting the Jaguars and Texans, but let's look at the broadcast map and we can dream. We can dream. Ugh. Of course. Of course. Everybody in the country, apparently, if they get CBS, is dying to watch Pittsburgh-Cincinnati. You know, considering that Joe Burrow is out for the season with a torn ligament in his wrist. And Kenny Pickett apparently is still a thing, even though Matt Canada is not anymore. But yeah, unless there's a major change, oh my God, and no late game on CBS in Arizona because the Cardinals are enforcing a blackout. All right. We'll have to go sailing the 7 seas if we want to keep track of the Jaguars and the Texans. Meanwhile, there's a huge fight happening between Mizzou and Arkansas on a late hit. Harper Murray gets a huge slam to get back within 1. Yeah, Pittsburgh-Cincy. I am absolutely damp with anticipation over that one. Just sweating at the thought. Trying to get the noise up. A good save on the set. Murray tries it again. And it is in at the back line. Damn. Harper Murray again with 2 kill shots in a row gets the Huskers tied with the Badgers again in the second set. Yeah. Apparently, they actually want all the eyes to be on them in their game against the LA Rams. And damn, it just falls simply out of bounds. And now, another timeout by Wisconsin. I'll give it time, True North. I'm sure that, once another sport season starts up, that the Oilers can manage to black themselves out as far as being televised in Canada is concerned. Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. I think that's what's going to have to happen, folks. I do apologize. But, they decided to make it a marquee game, so that means I'm just going to have to screw with it. All right, yeah. Keep going through your meaningless stats. I don't care about them. I only care about right now. Wow. We've had 3 players ejected in the Mizzou-Arkansas game. And now, serve is coming from the Huskers. Decent bump off the back court. Good block, but immediately gathered in again by the Badgers. They're going to try another gentle tap. Off the block, Badgers rescue it again. They'll try on the near side. But they'll have to pull it back and just wildly throw it across in an effort to not get a violation. And that one gets blocked out of bounds this time. I think that's going to be another Harper Murray point. Lots of back and forth. Either team, no matter how this turns out, this is a closely contested game. Number 9 on the serve again. Williams gained the bump in the back, and we get another block from the Nebraska front line this time that Wisconsin can't reel in. And number 27 and number 5 getting in on that block together. Yay, Caps are on the board. Whee! Mr. Gamer, it has been back and forth. Wisconsin was able to briefly take the lead, but Harper Murray was able to get a few big shots in, and a nice block from number 5 from the Huskers. It is it is neck and neck. Oh, of course we have another timeout. Another timeout again. Yeah, I know they've had to come back, announcer. I watched them come back against Wisconsin. All right, there's Murray and Beeson, who apparently will be out for this part of the set. Oh, that was their second and final timeout for the Wisconsin Badgers. Bosinger about to serve for Nebraska. Easily handled. And a net foul on the Badgers. Holy crap. Oh, it was even better. Ball hadn't broken the plane of the net. It was still on the Wisconsin side, so that's a foul on the Huskers. Service to Wisconsin. Murray gets blocked big time at the line this time. All right, pressure deep this time. Good saving dive in the middle of the court. And Wisconsin gets their own saving dive. Williams able to handle that tap from Murray. And a net. Oh, damn, a net call on Nebraska this time. And we are tied at 22 again. Damn. And this is more net calls than I've heard against Nebraska, I think, all last match. First block allows the Badgers to regroup quickly. And nobody can get it on that one. Bounces through. Badgers have a 1-point lead. Yeah. Another scoring run, this time by Wisconsin. And on the line, even at 23, once again, Harper Riley with the kill. Meanwhile, the Predators now lead 8-3. I'm sorry, John Jay. For your own mental health, I'd recommend turning the game off. Damn. Good, impressive save to get it back under control, but it evens up with another kill shot by Williams. And now, another set point for Wisconsin. Damn, the Badgers touched it. I'm sure they're going to challenge that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Harper Murray is now back to serve. They're encouraging people to get loud. So now we're locked at 24. And an ace off of an awkward bump from the Badgers' back line. I couldn't even see who that had gotten hit to. There's a lot that I don't know, Dylan. Aside from the fact that I'm not looking at a roster and I'm trying to just get everything based on what the announcers are telling me. And they find the quarter. And who was it that time? Oh, I'm shocked. It's Smrek again. And now she has gone back to the bench for the rotation to continue. Ashburn on the serve now for the Badgers. And Badenhorst once again gets the kill. We have one Huskers fan, a couple Lone Brave Huskers fans, one with his retractable banner in the field house. Nebraska has the set point again. And what do you know? And who is that? Oh, of course, that is number 13. Whose name I can never remember. Off the block, they're able to rescue it again. Diving attempt to save. Badgers have to bring it back in. Allow Nebraska to set up easily once again. Long by Beeson, no touch. And Wisconsin goes for the set point again on this serve. Second set point in the second set. Score is currently 27-26, like it says right up here. Good rescue off the block. And there it is. Another gentle tap gets Wisconsin the second set in a row. Damn. Oh, wow. Damn, they are actually just determined to grind it out tonight, apparently. So, in that spirit, we will take ourselves a little pause for the cause. And we'll be back at some point, I think. We don't know if there's a potential sweep incoming. We don't know. We will only have to see when we get back to more Big Ten women's volleyball here on another Stupid Sports Show.
It's getting late. It's getting late. It's getting late, and the funny thing is I'm not tired. It's getting long. It's getting long. It's getting long, and the funny thing is on fire. I'm running off. I'm running off. I'm running off the track, splitting in two. You made me wait. You made me wait. You made me wait. Back me into blue. Yours eternally. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. And the funny thing is I'm not tired. It's all the song. It's all the song. It's all the song. And the funny thing is on fire. You made me wait. You made me wait. You made me wait. Back me into
All right, we are back once again. Because real commercial breaks and half times are for other sports. We are back immediately. Wisconsin trying to close things out quickly. Our last match against Nebraska ended up going a full 5 sets, and I have a feeling they don't want to repeat that. Now, what can they do here in set number 3? Apparently Mr. Cardinal is confident that Wisconsin will be a number 1 seed. And another shot from Harper Murray gets another kill to get things started. And to any of you who are new here, this is Angie. She is the Angry Chargers fan of the household, and she has no compunction about digging her claws into my leg when she gets the opportunity. Serve from number 2. And a good shot down just along the net for number 13. Sarah Franklin is able to get number 27 out of position. A good block, but immediately put into play again by number 2. That block off of Murray's kill goes out of bounds. And the score is now officially 2-1. Huskers over the Badgers. Is it going to be Franklin again? Yeah, Franklin again. Doing it in exactly the same direction, and nobody seems to have caught up on it. Or maybe that's the only play they have. All right, the announcers are simping for Franklin as well. Meanwhile, Beeson is able to get a point off the block that time. Franklin shaking it off, knowing that the announcers have her back. Quick kill from the middle by number don't know because the camera keeps cutting away. See, this is what the trouble is of trying to follow it as a casual fan. They never give a good look long enough in the middle of play to find out who these people are. That's number 52 for Wisconsin, who gets the last kill. Ties things up again at 3. That was off of an awkward block. Nebraska gets it back again. And Baithorst. I'm sure that Franklin's lawyers are going to sue Baitenhorst for stealing her move after that. 4-3. Is Beeson now back on the serve for the Huskers. Fieldhouse whooping it up. Off the block. Point for the Badgers. Thompson Lara getting that kill, getting the point that time. Cap's goal. Who knows at this point? Too wide on that one by Bainhorst, and it is a 1-point lead for the Badgers in the third set. We might get to go home early, folks. Completely threw everybody off that time, going for 13 in the back row when she wasn't ready. And number 22 could not catch the deflection. 5-5 now. And then just going for 13 again with an ace. Okay. Meanwhile, the Kings are leading the Ducks 4-1 at the end of their second period. Another serve now coming. And Thompson Alara getting the point off the block again. Third set once again tied, now 6-6. Erased after review for goalie interference. Sounds about right. Hamill now back to serve for the Badgers. A little bit awkward on the initial work, but too far for Harper that time. You know what? The Duck has never shown an interest in sports, much less hockey, so once again, Harper tried to just tap it through. Good rescue, however, by Nebraska on that kill shot. Harper manages to get the kill that time after the front line blocked by Badgers, knocks it out of bounds. Murray gets another. 7-7. It'll be Bosinger, number 7, serving for Nebraska now. Having to go a little bit off balance, but allows Thompson Alera to do another kill and put Wisconsin back up. And now the announcers are trying to convince us that momentum is the thing. Bit far on the outside for that bump. Beeson tried to fool them up the middle, but once again, another block bounces out of bounds. Wisconsin now up by 2. As Smrek again. And the serve is too long that time. And Riley now back to serve. And Smrek will nail it in the far side this time, operating from the near part of the net. Once again, a 2-point lead. All right, I had to be a diving bump to get things set up there. Beeson's kill gets handled easily. And who is it again? Franklin. All the room. All the room. And Beeson is able to tap it just past the blockers. Not expecting all the force, and the people up front were saying, wasn't our fault. We did our job. Which is always the good sign that you look for. And another block at the front. I think we're going to have a timeout by Nebraska. Are we? It's number 52. Getting their hands over for the block. Which, of course, is different from getting the hands over the net to hit, as we have now learned. Block at the net gets set back, and number 8 cannot contain it. Another kill from Franklin. And there's the Nebraska timeout that I was predicting. Oh, boy. Folks, we might be done with this quite early. Yeah. Well, Ariana, considering this is only the second game that I've called, I'm trying to catch up without a roster. And I'm trying to call it as evenly as possible down the line. I'm sorry that you're feeling pain. You know, you are free to go somewhere else and watch somebody that won't cause you pain. But if that's all you're here for, then I think you're the bigger loser. Honestly, Mr. Cardinal, I was only really roped into it because the majority of my fan base here, despite me being first and foremost a Detroit Lions fan, features Cornhuskers and Badgers fans. Yeah. And that's the way it is with timeouts in just about any sport, I think, Mr. Cardinal. You know, they are there not only to get your team to regroup, but also to try to interrupt momentum whenever possible. Also, Ariana Lauren, anybody who operates with a Pepe profile picture is automatically suspect and probably a terrible person. Oh, yeah. So far, Nebraska has not been able to find too many ways around, or at the very least, their defense, which has been supposedly the center of their 27-0 record this season, has been struggling. Meanwhile, Beeson is able to nail one at the front to get them back within 3. All right. A little bit off. Well, Franklin manages to bump it back to the front, rescued by number 8 across the court, and absolutely no touch on that one by Beeson again. All right, Franklin again on the serve. Harper rescues it. Beeson tries it again, and Franklin cannot do everything. Service goes back to Nebraska. All right. Beeson's now at the serve, and she serves directly into the net. That's not going to help at all. Damn. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a short game, folks. I'll leave you up free to carry on the rest of your day with whatever you do when you're not paying attention to the sports, which I hope is something constructive and enriching. No touch on that one. Long serve. Point goes to Nebraska. You say volleyball outside Nebraska has been very even this year. Yeah, so you want more, Luke. You're going to have to root for our Nebraska win in this set. Able to just get it over, and finally Wisconsin recognizes the value of just a gentle tip. All right, that tip over apparently by number 8 for Crawford. Not sure who served that, but another ace after nobody could get to that one right in the middle of the court. It's the 5th ace of the day, and they are doing the gritty. Yep. All right, that's Hamill back on the serve again. They remember to hit the ball that time. However, they just set it up nicely for Wisconsin. Off the block, out of bounds. Biggest lead, I think, for any team today. And I want to make that clear. Neither team, I think, has had a 6-point lead today. Man, big desperation play from the Badgers, and once again, no one in the middle. Folks, we're about to have another timeout. Folks, we might be done. We might be absolutely positively done. Let's have ourselves another pause for the cause while Nebraska tries to figure out how they're going to get this one out to 5 sets. Another stupid sports show. We'll be back shortly. People are getting hyped up at the field house again. We are 6 points away from a 3-0 victory by the Badgers. Whew. Huskers just barely able to keep that in. Badgers able to rescue it in the back court. And it's Thomason Ailara. Seems like they keep pronouncing her name differently from announcer to announcer. But the point is, it's another kill off a block. Now 20-12. MKI, Monty doesn't give a crap about volleyball, so I think we're screwed. Harper not in a good position to get up for that. Said Riley again, and once again. Thompson Alara. I'm just going to call her Lampshade from now on. Badgers on a 6-0 run right now. And Mendelson ends up getting the kill off of Hamill. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Dave. He's just not that into it. That kill instantly blocked, and no touch on the long ball. Harper again trying to work the magic, but Wisconsin now only needs 3. Damn. Yeah, John Jay, the last match was much better than this match. And Wisconsin, they have just pulled away in this third set. First 2 were much more competitive. Meanwhile, gentle tip over at the net gets the service back to the Huskers. And another one is long by the Badgers. 22-15. All right, serve gathered at midcourt. Good save, pushing it right over. Blocked again at the line. Smrek and Crawford getting the Badgers within 2. MKI, there is no plan immediately. That would probably come up once college basketball starts to become more of a thing. Beeson trying to spike again, but good rescue by the Badgers. They're going to try from the far side, once again catching the Huskers without any help in the middle of the court. And another block on that one by Smrek. Franklin does end up getting them into match point, however. And remember, and I know this might be confusing considering how the neo-Nazis marched in Madison last Saturday, but when they do this, it's not white power, it's Wisconsin. How the hell did they rescue that one? I have no idea, but they couldn't even get it over the net in the correct way. We have a second match point coming up. Nebraska is going to have to fight through, about 8 of these, actually 7 of these if they want to take away the match point. And there it is, off Smrek. Bump goes out of bounds. And Wisconsin has won. And sorry, folks, no additional things to follow up. We are done. Wisconsin wins everything, and all is right in the world as it should be. I'd like to thank you all for coming along to join me here in a brief foray this time into NCAA women's volleyball. And I will be back tomorrow for Ohio, Michigan. We got to do it, folks. We got to do it. We got to curse the hell out of that game every way that we know how, and I know no better way than by simply showing up and wearing colors that Michigan fans hate. So, take care of yourselves. I hope to see you tomorrow. And good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.